we got jumped. We fought a snake lady and demons.
Buck, what happened to your voice?
Oh, sorry. We got jumped by demon lady and snakes. She is a snake lady, but there's also a demon. I don't know how that works. We beat back some of the demons, and we kill her, but then bring her back to life and say, "Hey, send them away, and we will figure out how this goes." And so that I think that was about all that happened. As we began interrogating her, it was all a blur.
Let it be known, Sledge was right, and nobody wanted to listen to me. Well, yet again, no one listens to the most wisdomous of us all. How dare you? And I want to throw it out there. I'll put a badass spell on Buck to make him be way stronger against these demon fucks. And it was awesome.
Yeah,
And
protection from
he
good and
went
evil.
ham. And Sledge was super charismatic with his rolls of 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually we got her, talked her down, luckily, because Seymour bardically inspired Sledge. Because he's a fucking baller.
Yes.
We were able to talk him out. She told us what was going on. Her minion thugs went away. We have her. We talked her down. And Sledge brought her back to life. And I forget exactly how we left off with like the last sentence or so. But I know we had a couple things that we wanted to do with her if possible there. As she is now unconscious.
Correct. Yeah. Go for it.
By we wanting to do something, that is all Sledge, no we. Secondly, apparently Sledge has a friend in town that he was able to locate underground from, what is it, like the top of the hill or the mountain or the temple or something up there? Do you remember, AJ?
I believe it's towards the layout of the town and how it kind of goes up to like the mountaintop. But it's not in the mountaintop. It's under the ground, I think, in that direction. But I got
it's kind of like an undergroundish.
I got a radar ping on him, basically.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was like, I know that you had the better logistical understanding of where he's at. Just wanted to put that out there that was a discussed point, is that we know that he's underground, which makes us believe more people.
I would love to have a map to be able to look at it. But, I mean, I guess we'll just keep wishing for that.
You know what?
With your wisdomous mind, you should be able to live with a theater of it.
I am still running sessions even though I'm wedding planning. Maybe I drop a map here and there, but we're still thundering on. But yes, in general, that is how the session went. It took a lot of time deciding on what you guys wanted to do, but you began to investigate the town. Someone saw someone pop out of a window, engaged with them, and then ended up in that fight. You now have them knocked unconscious, and specifically, we ended last session with Sledge beginning to cast a spell. You see arcane energy form from his hands as he is doing all sorts of magical symbols and patterns with his arms, as he has begun to cast the spell Planar Binding. So,
is that how you pronounce it? It's planar?
Yeah.
Like, that's how you pronounce
I believe
it? It's
so.
not I just don't want to sound like a artard when I say it because I feel really stupid.
No, it is definitely planar.
For that
planar
word
binding.
specifically, you're good. But yeah, you begin to cast the spell Planar Binding. You will need 24 hours to complete the casting of that. So, if things... 1 hour.
It's an
the
hour.
duration...
I thought we were taking a short...
Yeah.
A short rest,
I misread that. The duration is 24 hours, but it's an hour of casting time.
I was going to let you keep going, and I was just going to correct you at the end. Don't worry.
We are catching up on notes as we read, so we got it. Cool. So you guys take a short rest with the would you like to take a short rest, I guess is the question. You guys have finished this battle. Sledge immediately rolls into his magic, but is there anything the party would like to discuss, react, make a plan for the future?
I think so.
I mean, I guess at this point I'd just be like trying to keep a lookout because I know that her guards are right outside of the place. And we are obviously odd man out here, and they could have easily went and grabbed more people to come kill us. Like, I think between that or offering, like, if Buck and Desto want to take, like, lookout positions, I don't mind trying to see if I can help Sledge with, like, trying to, like, assist him with the spell to give, like, advantage or disadvantage on something, or, like, me casting another spell on her to do that. Like, what do you guys think?
I'm good to look. DM, before, like, as we're, like, things have kind of, like, settled down, I do want to pop a quick magic awareness. So basically, like, it's not quite as good detect magic.
This is your barbarian ability?
Yeah.
Okay.
My wild magic barbarian feature, magic awareness.
Gotcha. Let's take a look.
I know the
missing.
location of any spell or magic item. And I feel like that would be like a magical effect. Obviously, like, not like a, like, oh, this thing is magical, but like if there is a magic item, or if somebody has cast a spell or is casting a spell, I would see it.
Sure.
Unless it's behind total cover.
I gotcha, because it's within 60 feet. That isn't behind total cover.
Yeah.
So really, that's just going to cover inside this house.
Yeah.
In which case, no, you guys get the sense that you've cleared out this house. I think it is a fair addition, again, as we're kind of rolling back into the rhythm of things, to remind y'all that, yes, there are other demons and devils wandering around the town. You, it seems, wandered upon, like, a gang of them, and they thought they could take you. And you just happened to beat them. So they didn't call for help because they thought they had it. If the presence of, or like, if other devils and demons recognize that you jumped and, like, defeated one of their, like, affiliated gangs, they might have a more calculated approach, but you are dealing with beings that, at least in some respect, at least half of them, are by their design chaotic and not really thinking tactically.
Is Bobby Joe unpetrified at this point?
Yes.
Or everybody who's petrified? Okay.
Remember, she did it herself because we threatened to kill her, and she was like, "Oh no, don't do that."
Yeah. Now that, as soon as I asked, I remembered, but I just wanted to make sure. So I will post up at one entrance to the house, because I assume it's like a house, so like a front door, back door.
Yep.
I'll post up at the back door.
Okay. Anyone doing anything else?
I guess if Buck's at one door, Bobby Joe, are you keeping look out the other door, or
Is there another door?
like call it one front door, one back door?
I mean, I can, but
Okay. I was just gonna say I'm just trying to, like, figure out what we're all doing, and then I guess we just have, like, Desto do it. Like we're all, I guess, all three of you, like, rotating some shifts or something. Everybody keeping a vigilant eye out, checking windows or something.
are we just staying here like overnight?
Just
for an
while Sledge
Oh, an
can
hour.
do this spell.
We're just doing
Wow.
we're just doing a short rest. So I'd do all your stuff, because do you, as a fighter, you're indomitable? Does it reset after a short rest,
Uh,
or is it a long rest? Because I know she used, I think, 2.
Either Indomitable or Second Wind.
I'm pretty sure it's a long rest.
Second wind definitely comes back on a short rest. I am checking now
it does?
about second wind does. I do not know about Indomitable.
Indomitable is a long rest, but Second Wind is a short rest.
Noted.
Ooh. And Action Surge if you used it.
Is a short rest?
Uh-huh.
Huh. I don't think I used Action Surge though.
No, but
Where the fuck is my? Okay, there we go.
I'm not gonna click the short rest button though until DM gives us the go ahead, but you do get stuff back on a short rest, so.
I mean, if there is nothing that you guys are looking to discuss or talk about, Taz, did you have anything? Or Seymour?
I just was going to say that, mechanically speaking, am I like, if I wanted to impose disadvantage of her on this check, would I be able to use like silvery barbs to just guarantee that as a level 1 spell? To just like, okay, hey,
Let me double check the
'cause
language
essentially
of
that's-
Silvery Barbs.
it's so it basically says you magically distract the triggering creature and turn its momentarily uncertainty into encouragement for others. So the triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower. So it's normally a
Yeah.
casting time reaction, and it said if they succeed on it. So if I can just do that as an automatically, I just give her disadvantage right now. Like it's
Yeah,
willing
I
to
think
spend the spell slot.
for flavor, you will be like standing by, like you guys can take your short rest, and then like as Sledge is getting close to finishing the casting, you like walk over and prep yourself so that if you see her begin to succeed, you can jump in real quick and cast that. But yeah, you are good to do that.
Hell yeah.
And then
Thanks, Seymour.
yeah, if there's not anything else, you guys are free to click that short rest button.
I guess the last thing I would do is just in the sense of expeditioning time. What do we plan to do after we do this? Like, are we going to go find your friend in the mountain sledge, or are we gonna just have her take us around town and show us all the hot spots?
Once we get her and, hopefully it goes to plan and she's
We
like
could
under
not
our
rest
control and
yet.
she's an ally, she can definitely put us to hot spots. She can give us maybe a more detailed rundown and, mechanically speaking, just guide us to wherever we need to be. Or we can. I want to save my buddy. I want to talk to him. But at the same time, I also know there's bigger things afoot, and that's up north where we found out that hole is.
What is your deal?
Okay. So
So
we're
it's
basically
up.
putting her under temporary servitude.
Yup. And I'll make sure she willingly lets us do it every single. Like, it's a 24-hour spell if it succeeds. So I'll be like, hey, willingly let us do another one. So we'll get her with us day on and day in. And once this thing gets sealed up, we'll let her go. So
I morally don't know how I feel about that.
it
We're
sounds
just
like
gonna let her
slavery
go?
with extra steps, but it's not. It's a system that works for each other.
But also, we're just gonna let her go.
Yes.
Y'all got weird about me erasing 10 minutes of somebody's memory, but I have not gone to the level of controlling somebody's life
Listen.
up and down this way.
Listen.
Is
it was
something
either-
Gond would approve of?
Yeah, absolutely, because she's a demon, and we killed her, and technically we're giving her a second chance on life. But
would
she's
like
got to
to-
help us out a little bit.
I would like to throw a quick timeout. One, I am gonna go grab a beer, and I forgot to do that earlier. I'm sorry.
Ooh, me too. I'm going to do that too.
But two, this definitely feels like a character discussion that y'all would be having as you're short resting. I don't want to force that on that, but
That's why I brought this up. I was like,
So,
this feels like I want to just say
keep
this
in
out
mind
loud.
that
I will.
when we as we're jumping back into that, this is an in-character discussion that everybody is present for.
I will
Gotcha.
say, unless you tell me differently, I feel like because this is me spending a whole hour doing this casting, I'm not going to get a benefit of a short rest, nor am I going to be able to actually partake in a discussion.
Short rest, yes. Discussion, no. You are absolutely able, because this doesn't work if you are not part of the discussion. So,
All right, then.
but I will be back in
You're
literally
just gonna let us make these.
I will be back in literally 15 seconds. Please do not run far.
I'm getting a beer. 15 seconds.
That means be fast, AJ.
I was literally like walking to the kitchen, like counting 1, 2,
Nice.
3, and I was like, all right, I got
What
to
were we at?
22, and I'm like, oh,
22?
hurry,
Shit.
hurry. And I was like
We knew
walking down
AJ
the
was
hallway.
late.
We knew AJ was not going to make 15, but
AJ will be back in 15 minutes.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say 2 minutes, but that's still 8 times longer than we said. Oh,
all right.
2 minutes is his average, let's be honest.
Oh,
hey, that's a
my
good
gosh.
performance, okay?
I know we're not talking about what I think we're talking about because 2 minutes is like a PR.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know what Brent's doing, but
Connecting a printer.
gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Have fun with that. But yes, okay, we are back. You guys had begun to discuss the philosophy, ethics, and morality of what Sledge is currently casting, and you've taken a short rest. I'm gonna spoiler alert: nothing's gonna happen to you during your short rest, so you are free to push that button. Everybody except for AJ/Sledge. But please carry on in character with your conversation about what Sledge is doing and if he should continue to do so.
So, you got back door, you got front door, and Sledge, I'll give you a hand with this spell here when it gets to wrap up. So, what's your plan? What are you doing, Sledge?
We are looking through the Book of Gond. There's a spell here that can take an entity such as herself and bind her to us in our cause here. Help us out. It is called planar binding. I'm
Wait, so
absolutely sure that's how it's pronounced too. It's here in the book.
So it binds her to this plane of existence. Well, I guess that's a good thing. Like, she can't just disappear on us.
Yeah, she will. She'll be bound to us if all things go according to plan. Some kind of mixing around, doing some sage in there and essence of stuff.
Essence of stuff.
What? So all it does is just bind her to this plane?
When you say it like binds her to us, or is it like a contract, or is it like
She will be bound to our service for 24 hours.
Oh,
well, that's slavery?
Well, I don't think of it that way. Think of it more as repentance.
DM question. Slavery exists or does not exist anywhere in the world of Ammolia?
So, there is no there is no slave trade in New Ammolia. Obviously, the concept of slavery is not, or not obviously, but the concept of slavery is certainly known. That is more of an old Ammolian thing. There is not any sort of recognized. It is certainly not looked upon with any favor. However, there have been some things that kind of ride that line, like Desto's servitude to the pirates of Zircon.
Mm.
Not technically slavery, but kind of a hostage forced to do work. So there's, it's really like a labeling thing, but it is not a widespread thing. So does that answer your question?
That gives me enough to work with, I think.
Okay.
Well, wouldn't most gods kind of be against the idea of like forcing people into that? Like,
Well,
if she willingly accepts it, that's repentance. Like, repenting is asking forgiveness, right? And like trying to make yourself better. Being forced to do something, wouldn't that just breed animosity?
I guess that all depends on her now, doesn't it? The way I sees it, she had her life and chose to try to just put harm onto us, and we've effectively ended that life. I see this more as us giving her a second chance, and she needs to earn that second chance.
And to be fair, it is like a definitive time limit. It's not like, oh, like we're just going to keep this up indefinitely.
And this helps out. It helps us out
Why?
because we're kind of in a bind. We're not really in the most, uh, best situation right now, surrounded by hostile demons, and a place where we don't know what has changed, and we have someone that can give us all these answers and won't betray us. At least we know she won't betray us for 24 hours. So I don't see what the problem is here.
I guess you just getting to choose this person makes it feel like you're kind of getting to play God. You choose who you kill and who you bring back to life and who gets an opportunity to second chance just when it deems fit. There
All right,
doesn't
if
seem
we're
like
going
there's
to
any
start
order
having
in this.
conversations about choosing to kill people and not, I think, quite frankly, that ship has sailed. We all have taken lives in line of duty and in this quest that we are on, of demons and dragons and humanoids alike. Like, I don't think that now we get to like fully have crisis of consciousness.
I agree. We have all taken lives that at some point that the idea of giving somebody back the life and then holding them to servitude afterwards. Just asking some questions here because
Seymour,
let's say that happened to somebody close to you, not just the person who attacked us. Does that seem right to you?
Well,
Fuck.
were they evil and tried to kill somebody? Not out of self-defense, but out of maliciousness.
Just
I
putting
don't
it
know
out
where
there.
I don't know where this moral compass is coming out of left field with you there, Seymour. But
And I'm just surprised by your lack of a moral compass in this scenario. As a cleric of
Like, we've
God
all
of light,
changed a bit along the way, though.
I don't know. So this is how I was not blessed with a silver tongue such as you. I cannot manipulate people just with words. I have to have some type of power, and to be honest, it's not even manipulation. Hey, wait, hang on, Buck. I'll answer this as I'm throwing stuff in the air. Listen.
Go ahead.
They did harm to us. We killed them. I am giving them a chance. We don't have to do this to everybody, but I absolutely see it as a benefit for us to have a guide and ally who, as I count her fucking 8 arms with scimitars or whatever she has, she looks like she can do some damage. So I'd rather have her as a bodyguard right now. You employed blood with your words and money. I am employing her through a potential second chance. I don't understand where the big difference is.
Seymour, going back to his question of now suddenly developing consciousness, that this is not the first time conversations like these have come up recently. Not an accusation, but are you okay? Like, why? And I mean this legitimately. Like, why now? Where was these hang-ups weeks ago when all of what feels like years at this point
Only a few months.
Oh, so you mean when I asked questions about why we were fighting certain goblins back in your hometown, or why I asked questions about what gangsters we could kill when Bobby Joe's father was in danger and Bobby Joe was stolen, and why I'm asking after the entire nation is after us, and here we are putting like I feel like I've been pretty consistent with at least asking the question. I am not
Sure,
saying
but
anybody's
then
right or wrong.
it's,
We've all done things in our own defense that we believe is correct and a utilitarian idea.
why is it that
Betterment.
when we do something we get questioned, but Seymour gets to act with impunity?
Because none of you have asked the questions. I would be willing to answer and back
Oh,
up
great.
everything you
Okay,
have.
so it's our fault for not having these conversations because we're too stupid to ask them, right?
When have I taken the lead on being the person that makes the decision to try to kill someone?
Brent stares directly into the camera.
As they're saying this,
Brent.
Sledge is just looking like the monkey meme of like classic deflection. I'm gonna ride with it, so I don't have to talk. Where's my stuff and my stage?
I know where my lines are drawn. I don't know where your lines are drawn as I gesture towards everybody. So I am learning. I ask the question. I am a scholar by nature, am I not? We are both students of this world in more ways than one. So when I ask these questions, I just want to make sure that I understand why, so that when we talk about this in future things, it makes sense to me.
Seymour.
I do think having an ally like her is beneficial. I can see the purpose behind this, and I can see why you would make the decision to do this. I just wanted to know if this was going to cause an issue with your god, which could take away your powers, which could then leave you defenseless and useless to us in our quest. Is the moral compass of your god in line with the moral actions you're doing?
Useless
Not
is
that
a
I
very
necessarily have
strong word.
Pledge. Everything you do is by the grace of God. If God were to take all of that away, what else do you have left?
Well, I have what I
You could
turned
make a
myself
knife.
into. I have a hammer. I have my skills that I still was able to make stuff prior to Gond. He's obviously helped me out a lot, which brings me to this point. I died. Gond brought me back. There are some stipulations I might not have shared to you of how I came back or what I had to do with Gond to maintain me being back, but would you consider that servitude?
Willing.
What?
Willing servitude, yeah.
Willing servitude. Well, I guess if this works, we can ask her if she would be willing for this second chance at life.
Are we
You
just
could have
having
asked
this
her before you
conversation
heard it.
over her? Like, is she awake?
Nope.
Is she
No,
like
she's
conscious for this
fully
conversation?
unconscious.
She's unconscious.
Okay. Okay, I was about to say, like,
I-
Jesus.
She
I feel like I don't know
Me-
if you heard me, Sledge, but Bobby Joe was offended when you called, or not Sledge, Seymour. Bobby Joe was offended when you called Sledge useless.
Oh,
Oh,
was like, what?
I will say that
I-
the DM read that as Kayla leaning in on the joke of like, yes, useless, like, but I missed the tone there, so.
Yeah.
I mean, AJ and Sledge are two very different people.
Yeah. I heard. I heard.
Are
Kayla's
they
voice.
though? That said, I
To answer your question,
I
Seymour,
said with
no, I don't think Gond sees it as slavery or frowns upon it, because he has done the very same thing to me. And if he does, I also know he won't be a punk ass bitch about it, and he would have the balls and bruntness to come to me and say, "Hey, Sledge, you're being bad."
You're being bad.
Ixnay
Cool.
on the Andersley.
Let me just change some notes real quick.
Um,
I said he's not a bitch.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Seymour, I appreciate you looking and caring for everything, but it does make it a little difficult if we are questioned at every turn in things that we are doing. Should we be more considerate in our actions? Absolutely. I think that in this scenario, though, this being, this person, creature, thing, was going to kill us at best, and then probably at worst, like some sort of combination of selling us into slavery, eating our organs while we were alive, and all various other means and torture of things. We got turned into stone. Like, that's fucked. And so, like, where is line in love and war, right? Like,
that is a phenomenal question, Buck, which is all I'm trying to figure out. Like, if this person being alive meant you were in danger, you would kill that person. If it meant that
apparently
this
not.
person that's alive,
Apparently, we have to question these things.
well, I mean, you would kill that person and be done with it. You would bring them back and ask them to be your servants forcefully.
For
So not even
24
asking.
Yo, if I
And then you're just going to kill her again after, or just let her run free, at which point she will try to kill you again, at which point it just defeats the whole purpose of killing her the first time.
At least we give her that chance, and that chance is all we can give. And you asked if I was a god. Well, I don't think I am, because we're giving her the free will to either amend herself or not.
Is it free will if you're doing this against her will?
she has choice. She can be
She's unconscious. She doesn't have a choice.
we wake her up. We ask her.
She's not gonna have this choice. This is her penance. That's fine. AJ overtopped the tables like, oh man, she's unconscious. Is there a chance Seymour's gonna slit her throat? Fuck that guy.
Oh my lord.
Seymour, if you have objections, then put it all out on the table.
The DM is going to interject real quick here. I am not attempting to force anything. I think the questions that you guys are asking each other and the points that you are making are all very valid. I am riveted as a viewer. This is one of the few times that the DM just gets to sit back and watch, and I'm having a ball. But because two of you have made over-the-table commentary about it, I will just, because it's been a minute and we're all whatever, I will remind everyone at the table that we all know what Seymour has done in our little flashback. Like,
Sure.
we cannot change that story. Technically, The characters
players
do
don't?
not know what happened. The players do.
No.
However,
Yeah.
No,
we spent a number of sessions. The narrative was out of Seymour's hand, and it was implied heavily what happened. I recognize that you all may be making choices of how you're interpreting that, but I do just, as DM, want to give permission if you think your character would buy into that doubt at any point in time. I feel like that is a fair reminder to throw out there. Taz, if I'm tipping the scales too unfavorably, please let me know. I'm not trying to make them call you on bullshit that they're choosing not to call you on, but I just wanted to throw that out there. But
I definitely feel like, because of some of the stuff that we've heard, Bobby Joe doesn't trust Seymour as much, but I wouldn't go as far to say that she has determined what he's done.
no, Sludge would have no clue.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think
there's
nothing-
questions.
the three that were in the torture room would be the ones that would have more questions than anybody else.
That would probably be Desto. I'd have nothing because I just was like, I take him for face value. I've never had a reason to try to incite him or, try to read him or even question him, to be honest. Seymour's the man. He's trustworthy. We love him.
okay.
It's just
If you guys are operating under that, I'm totally cool with that.
I mean, if you want us to, if you would like, if it's possible, maybe do an insight check based on like why is he asking these questions, and then
I
based
feel
on
like
whatever-
it's actually been very consistent with my character to ask a lot of these questions.
And
It's the-
insights checks are something that y'all call for. I'm never going to
It's-
prompt you for that, inter-party
some-
anyway.
It's something that it just like it some for and this is above the table and why this is happening this way, just because like I feel like online it's hard to it can like kind of convey context and tone and stuff. The fact that Seymour like how long were we under in Sebastian DM?
I believe a total of 3 days.
Okay, so like less than a week ago, Seymour, Buck's best friend, fucking punched him in the face and called him out on all of his bullshit. And then the party continued to call Buck out on his bullshit. So at this point, feel a little testy. So,
Okay.
Seymour, fucking lay it all out on the table then. If things have gone awry or aren't going the way that you think they should, share with the group. Because we don't know what we don't know. And we can't know your mind if you don't share it. Enough with the rhetorical questions and the rigmarole of you using your words to try and spin stories and things. Cut to the heart of the bullshit. What is going on?
The heart of the bullshit is I'm trying to figure out the decisions you guys make and where your lines are. If these are the people that I'm going to continue to call friends in this group, it would be nice that I understood how you think. And Buck, I've known you for a very long time, so I have a generally good idea of how you think. It's just about when you think sometimes you make terrible decisions. And a headband of intellect ain't gonna fix that. Now,
I think everybody in the group is just staring, speechless at this point.
I love when Brent gets like this.
Ooh.
I believe I was asking why Sledge was willingly putting somebody under servitude, because to me, that is not a common occurrence. To me, somebody else in this group has been put under servitude. And, maybe that would be something that would be an issue that they're dealing with. So, out of concern for people in this party, I was questioning. Because if I remember correctly, Bobby Joe saved Desto from a certain level of servitude. And that may not sit right with everybody. Now, I have no qualms with it because I do believe what you're doing is for the greater good of the party. I just wanted to make sure that morally you were okay with this too, Sledge, because guess what? There are massive repercussions in religious field for doing things like this that could go against your God.
I already told you. I don't think it's going against him. I don't think he would see it that way. I gave you an answer. I can tell you it all day. I can't understand it for you.
Seymour, this feels like
I-
a lot of word salad. What point are you trying to make here?
What's a salad?
It's interesting that I have to be making a point. I asked a question, and all of you defended against me asking the question.
Oh.
Like each of you feel guilty about the fact that something might not be right, or it's always about the decisions you make. I'm very clear conscious about any decisions that I have made that have affected the group of this party, or myself, or those I hold dear to me.
It feels more like we're all on a united front, but you're not.
I don't feel guilty. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel guilty. Do you feel guilty?
Which
Bobby
is why
Joe,
I asked the question.
Desto,
Am
do
I
you
not
feel
allowed
guilty?
to ask questions? Am I not allowed to understand what you guys think?
DM note
You're
for
totally
posterity.
allowed to understand what we think, but I feel like you're just trying to ask questions and push us in a certain direction with those questions.
But
It feels more like manipulation, to be honest.
Bobby Joe, if I may, when you found Desto in his enslaved state, was he trying to murder that cabin and crew? Was he brought back to life to try to serve a certain amount of time? Is it slavery if someone does something wrong and goes to jail for a certain amount of time until they're released to hopefully have a second chance at life?
I feel like this is all part of a path, but we don't get to decide, like, what they make of it. Like, yeah, that was part of Desto's path. That was part of my path. It doesn't necessarily mean that we were making the right decisions, but that was the path that we ended up going down, and we ended up here. So, was it right? Was it wrong? I don't know. But we made it here, so it came out to be for the greater good, in my opinion.
Okay.
I don't really necessarily think it was, I mean, yeah, it was slavery, but was it morally wrong? We made some bad decisions.
I honestly have no idea about how you guys were Desto's backstory with his slavery. I know he was a slave. I didn't know how he got to be one. Desto, can you enlighten us?
why are we asking him questions? He's not here.
I want to know. Okay.
He's not
Yeah,
here.
DM note, Jimmy cannot be with us for right now. Desto is enjoying the full short rest and is generally
nap.
ignoring this conversation until he can rest and come to this with a clear
Soft.
head.
He
So.
seems guilt-free. Buck, are you guilt-free? Do
I
you have any
don't
qualms
know.
about this? You usually speak from
Apparently, when I think about things, I make wrong decisions. So I'm going to just not think anymore. But one last thought before I stop thinking. The best decision to make is the right decision. The second best decision is the wrong decision. The worst decision one can make is not deciding at all. So I would much rather make a wrong decision than have a decision made for us. So if this furthers our goal and helps us save the world, then great, cool. If we do morally wrong and we end up in hell, wait, all right, I forgot, we've already been there. If we end up back in hell because of bad decisions we made, fucking cool. At least it was decisions that we made instead of decisions being made for us.
I agree. I'm 100% with you, Brent. Or not Brent. Fuck.
Buck's nose starts bleeding. What?
We've broken the fourth wall.
Fourth wall break inside a fourth wall break. Seymour, I love and cherish the fact that you are looking out for us and asking these questions, but I think there is something to timing about said questions, and the fact that we are literally surrounded by an army of fucking demons right now, and now we're going to get into mortal decisions of what is right and what is wrong, and all these things. These are great questions for classroom. This is not great question for being in the shit. I'm sorry if that goes against your ideas and highfalutin way of thinking, but I will not ever apologize for actions that I have taken that I deemed to be right, because the only thing that we can do is the best that we can, and if you don't judge our actions to be right, then fucking say something beforehand and don't judge us afterwards. And Buck will not exit, but is done with this conversation.
I didn't think it was a smart idea to listen to her to come in the house, but I did it. So I guess, Seymour, if you don't think it's a good idea, but you already said you do think it's a good idea, but if you didn't, I guess this is just one of those times you just got to go with it.
No,
And
Sludge,
if
I think
it's-
you're absolutely fine doing what you're doing.
I
And
will face my penance later if Gon deems it so. I
Buck,
think he'll be all right.
as you storm off to the other quarter of the room, you're finally starting to understand. And I'm happy to hear it.
Finally, what? I missed it. I can't hear it.
You're finally starting to understand, and I'm happy
Oh,
to
okay.
hear it.
From the corner, Buck flings a cookie at all four of you as I realized that we were taking a short rest. Did anybody use hit dice?
No, I was lazy.
Okay.
I didn't need to.
Okay, I was gonna say it only works if somebody has used hit dice. So, DM.
So it's just a cookie.
So it's just a cookie.
delicious.
But did Desto need to use hit dice?
I will double check that, but I don't believe so. I think you guys pretty much no, he did not.
Okay. Well then, just we'll fling cookies at everyone. For everyone not named Seymour, it is still a toss, but it is not a like. I'm not beaming it at you, Seymour. You're going to catch your cookie, but there's some heat behind it.
I won't even try to catch it. I'm just going to let it hit me and fall to the ground.
Cool. That Buck's depression continues to spiral.
I just want to throw out, Seymour absolutely seems like someone that, like, I asked these questions. I was against it. I was outvoted, and I was wrong. But I have to flip it to make it seem like I'm correct. It was my idea. You're finally starting to see it. Fuck you, Seymour. You don't get to do that.
In fact, I'm very glad that we're doing this conversation because all of you have brought up phenomenal points. And that's the whole thing.
I don't think it needed to be
I'm just
said.
very
Don't
glad.
know. We don't know where each other stand on so many things in life. But
know where
all
I
of us-
stand. I just
think
make
all-
decisions in the moment.
I think all of us are very, very brash about where, like, we are very outspoken and from where we
We're
stand on
rolling with
certain
the
things.
punches, man.
Buck
All of
turns his head
you-
real fast. I think it's pretty obvious where I stand on most things, but go off, King.
That's my favorite line.
all of you have brought up the point that if something seems morally wrong to you, it is considered evil and banishable and destroyable by your standard. Whatever that standard may be.
I think they're
Whether
you
it's
don't need,
willing to enslave somebody for the better good of what you're doing, risking chance with other people's lives, or even swinging on royalty just because they were a little mean to you. Because of the way
Yes.
that they're doing business in the world.
Beheading.
The city was
beheading,
burning, and she was doing nothing about it.
And
What?
she had
Who
our
said that?
she had our guy's head in the middle of the dinner plate, which is
Yeah.
unsanitary. I was hoping for a steak, and there's
It's
our head.
unsanitary.
I'm hangry now.
Fucking, this head's bloody raw.
This sounds like such horse malarkey. You know what? Insight. I want to insight check Seymour on him saying it. Does he actually think he's making a point and that he's correct in that our moral compass is a standard versus
No.
there's just right and there's wrong? Trying to kill somebody isn't more like there's not a gray area. If you're trying to kill someone maliciously, like they just, hey, come on in here, we're gonna jump you and kill you.
Go ahead and roll
There's
the
no
insight.
Oh, you
gray
do that.
area.
I'm gonna go pee.
Why don't we take a quick 5-minute break? I know we took the 30-second one like a while ago, but let's take a 5-er.
I got a 2. I got a 2.
You got a 2?
With a 9, so 11. But it's not good.
No, I think on a 10, Taz, I will let you describe a 10 from Seymour's perspective.
I would say, with what you know about Seymour, a 10 allows you to go, I'm not sure I still have a read on this guy, but there's something up with the fact that he's trying to drive home a point, and it seems like nobody's catching on to it.
I think that's a great
I-
description, Taz.
AJ thinks, which I don't know if that translates even before the roll, if like Sledge would think, but actually no, AJ does think because he knows because of the over the top stuff. I feel like Seymour is trying to get us. I think he's very guilty. I think he's trying to cope with the fact like, hey, I killed this princess for the greater good, and now he's trying to make us feel like get in the same boat with him over way smaller freaking things like enslavement of a demon that
We
tried to
literally,
Perhaps.
We
I-
literally
I-
just discussed this in group chat, in case you were wondering. But
yeah, I know. I
Can
know.
Step away
It's
for a
just
second.
you did? Okay.
Once again, as I'm also going to go, but if almost as if like, hey, Seymour is trying to say something and everybody's missing the point. It's almost as if Buck called him out on it and said, hey, all cards on the table, and he refuses to do so. However, Taz, I will reiterate what I messaged you. I am loving everything that's happening. Brent is loving it. Buck wants to fucking kill you. So you're doing a great job, buddy. Truly, genuinely, this is phenomenal.
in my defense, as you continue to get angry in character about this, Seymour is a man of presentation and
Sure.
flair, and
Yeah.
you have to abide by that to get
Well,
it out of him.
We love the
So-
character.
Kayla is triggered because you remind me of my ex-husband. So
Oh shit! Okay, that's fair. Ugh. On that,
I built this character not to be everybody's best friend, but to be everybody's best friend.
No,
Mm-hmm.
Taz, like always, you're the man. You're the man. I love you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna grab another beer, but good stuff. I love the interactions. Honestly, I know it's hard as a DM, and there's different routes to take. I hate that we know you killed the princess because it's almost like we're biased with our responses, and it sucks because if it wasn't, and then you revealed like, hey, just so you know, awesome. I killed the princess. I'm glad we're all on board. That is for the greater good, or whatever the point is you're trying to get. It'd be like,
I agree.
what the fuck? But I understand you can't do that, especially if months and months go between when you did it and when it's revealed. It sucks, and you forget it, and you might not have the interactions. But
I'm with you though, AJ. Like it's hard because how do you not react? Yeah, it's hard. It is hard.
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna take a piss and get a beer because beer is good.
I need a
Seriously?
snack, but I don't have any good snacks in the house.
You're a snack.
That is always a terrible feeling.
I know. I just want. He said cookie, and now I want cookies.
Yeah, we had people over on Sunday for a fantasy draft thing, and so we ended up having like some extra stuff around, and people brought like brownies and stuff. So I've been eating off those the last couple days, and it's like normally I never have that in the house ever because I know that I shouldn't be eating those kind of
Same.
things regularly. But when they're here, it's like, well, hey.
That's literally
No.
why I don't buy that stuff because I
Mhm.
have no self-control. None.
I absolutely agree.
If you put sweets in front of me, I will eat all of them.
Hmm. I have this same problem.
Yeah.
That and chips. You put like chips and dip in front of me, I'm just gonna inhale.
Dude, have
I
you
could have
tried the
eaten a
sweet
full
or
dinner like an hour ago and I'd still do it. What'd you say?
have you tried the street corn dip?
We've made street corn dip before.
Oh, it's so good with some Tostitos. Are you kidding
Uh,
me?
yeah, we do like we've done a few different ways, but like we've done like elote meals where it's like a chicken elote with like the corn and the cream of sauce. And we had that this weekend too, where we like found some corn, threw it on the grill, and then had the cream of sauce with the cotija cheese on there.
It
So
sounds
good.
so good. So good.
It's so good.
I'm
It's actually really
starving.
easy to make too.
I wish there was a freaking Mexican delivery place by me because I would order it.
I'm surprised there isn't. I feel like every like town has like four staples of like you got a pizza place, you got a burger place, you've got a Mexican and an Italian, and then
I
a
mean, we
Chinese.
have a Mexican place. We just don't have one that delivers.
Mm,
And I'm not paying for DoorDash. It's like an extra $100 for no reason.
yeah, it gets ridiculous. It does get high. We still got the Uber membership thing because we Uber places and everything, so we get the discount and the delivery fees. But because for like $10 a month, we spend probably more than that on just like a ride out here and there or whatever. It just kind of comes back
Yeah.
to us. But the Uber prices for like Uber Eats and all that stuff are just wild.
It's insane.
It
I
does
just want
add up so fast.
Mexican. Why did Brent unsend a message?
He hates us.
Oh, maybe he sent the wrong meme.
He might have.
All right, I'm gonna hunt for snacks. There's gotta be snacks somewhere.
He's so fat. I love her.
Did you call me fat, AJ?
Yes, I did.
How
I
dare
didn't want
you.
to be the one to tell you, but I mean, Jesus, that's your wedding body? Are you serious?
Fair. I had all these lofty goals and aspirations, and then each month would roll by and I'd be like, well, I still got 3 months. I still got 2 months. And now it's just like, eh.
There's a great metaphor there of how marriage actually is.
Oh, man.
No, dude, I can't wait to see y'all.
I can't wait to see you guys too. This is going to be a really fun weekend. Excited to party. So.
Tyler, I did the
same.
same thing, by the way. I thought I was gonna lose weight. I'm like, cool, I got like 3 months, I'm good, and then I just kept gaining it. So
I avoid the scale, but like I can just, tell in the mirror or by like how loosely or tightly pants fit, where you're just like, all right, this is going to be what it's going to be. It'll be fine. So.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Well, we all think you look sexy, so you keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. If Raven ever dumps me, I know where to go.
Oh, you can have him.
My barber down here is this wonderful older gay gentleman, and at one point he like gave me a really good haircut. We had like a wonderful like he had told some stories about like his life in the 80s that I'm like, this is fascinating. How has no one made a TV show about this? And so I like gave him like a nice tip, and he was like, what happened? What did you do? And I'm like, you did good work. Like, that's the tip. And he was like, God, if you weren't straight, I'd be all over you.
No, don't let him. Do not let him lie to you. That's the first step. And as soon as he sees a ring on your finger, it's gonna try more.
Hey, I'm here
He's
for
gonna
it.
give-
I'm here for some harmless flirting.
AJ loves the gay bars. He gets all the free drinks.
I get free drinks. I got a fat ass, and they love it, and I'm all here for it.
I got taken to a gay bar once without realizing it and got free drinks a few times, and I was like, oh, well, this makes more sense.
Uh-huh. But you know what? It's still ultimately flattering because at least you're like,
Yep.
someone's attracted to me. This is awesome.
I don't
You
fucking
feel
know
good
what
about
these-
yourself.
I don't know what these girls complain about. Like, Kate, I can't go to a bar without being a piece of meat. Oh no, free $10 drinks. Oh,
I think
Being a
it's
piece of meat and being straight up like stalked.
yeah, it's a
totally
bit different. It's
Yeah.
a bit different, but in
Men
general,
are fucking creepy.
if this,
Straight men
if
are fucking
yeah,
creepy.
yeah, if this was where it
Men
stopped,
suck.
it'd be great. We'd all be at the bars again. But this what Kayla's talking about is why we don't talk to people in public anymore. Dating only exists on apps because like we have to filter out the weirdos somehow.
Yep.
So
A dude come into the eye doctor's office and I did his pretest for the exam, and then he asked the girl at the checkout what my name was and how old I was. And then he wanted to know if I was single. I was like,
and then
I'm just trying to work, man.
and then the inevitable 3 hours later, Facebook friend request.
ugh.
It's so creepy. That didn't actually happen with that one, but people have done that before. Like,
Yep.
how did you find me? I've gone out to a bar before. Like, I used to have an Instagram that had a decent amount of followers on it, and it's gone now.
Okay.
And I've gone out to a bar before, and a guy has walked up to me and said to me, "Oh, I follow you on Instagram. You're so and so. Like, you're weird, bro. Weird."
Wow.
She told me about that all like she was in danger. And I was like, well, yo, make him pay for all your drinks and then leave.
No.
Times are tough.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Man.
It's creepy.
This man-hating session has been brought to you by Wendy's Baconator flavor Cheez-Its.
I
You
have
want- wait,
Ooh.
I'm sorry, we're gonna need that again.
Say that 5 times.
Wendy's
fast.
Baconator flavor Cheez-Its.
There we go.
Yeah.
Words are hard. I've had some alcohol.
Sure. Do they
I have
actually?
the off-brand.
You have the off.
What do you have?
I have the off-brand. Jesus.
Are they baconators?
No.
Okay.
That would be really
That would have been even more impressive.
Tyler, in answer to your question, it has been
Now I want Wendy's.
conservatively
Uh huh.
13 years since I've had a Baconator. So
So does it
Wow.
like flash you back? Is this like the Ratatouille critic moment where you've like flashed back to a child with a skin
I've
knee
had-
off a bicycle?
a grand total of like 3
Okay.
of these. So I discovered them rediscovered them. They smell interesting, like a Wendy's. So
I imagine that you've probably gotten so used to this taste. If you had a real Baconator, you'd be like, it just doesn't do it for me anymore.
well, this is my first time having them. They were on sale. I was like, oh, I gotta try these. It's an interesting set of flavors. I can't say that I enjoy it, but I can't say that I don't enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So
You know what smells really good that drunk AJ always falls into the trap of? Cheese, bacon, dog treats. They
AJ.
smell fucking really good.
AJ.
Young AJ used to walk by, I'm like, damn, these smell good. And then get to the point where I'm like, I gotta try them.
did
And then
you?
you're like, ugh. Oh,
Of course you
absolutely,
do.
multiple times. They
Multiple
taste really
times? Multiple times?
good. they smell.
I get
really
once.
good.
I get once. Just
There's
cause
different
for
brands.
science.
There's different brands, different types. Never the same type twice.
No.
Yeah, you got
All right.
peanut butter ones. Anyway,
All
True
right.
story.
Speaking
I
of
was there.
things that we enjoy and don't enjoy at the same time, let's get back to our session.
Oh
the
my
org-
god.
the organic dog treats at the freaking T-shirt factory was dope, though. Ask Kayla. She ate some too.
At the
They taste
t-shirt
Okay.
factory?
We have this place by us called the T-shirt Factory, and it's a lot of like local vendors that go and they make things
They were legit
homemade.
cookies.
Okay.
So these dog treats were homemade peanut butter cookies with stuff in it that dogs could eat.
Gotcha.
Oh, so good.
So it was like a peanut butter cookie. It wasn't really like a freaking
AJ,
dog treat.
I got him for
any
Raider.
Do you at any point think to yourself, before I do this, I could change the perception of AJ? I know what people think of me, and I could prove them wrong.
Listen. To quote a very, very intelligent individual,
Okay.
there's the right choice, there's the wrong choice, and there's not doing any choice at all.
AJ, you get inspiration. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
I don't hear that often. Let's go.
All right, let's get back to it. That was fucking funny.
Oh my god!
Incredible. I'm so glad I could make that moment happen.
So where we had previously left off, Sledge was doing an insight check on Seymour. He, although rolling a 2 on the dice, ultimately got an 11. Taz, as Seymour, kind of relayed that Sledge can tell that some sort of point is being built towards, or that is attempting to be made. However, none of the party seems clued in on it, and forgive me if I'm saying something that you didn't say, but like Seymour's not going to lay it out for them if they're not going to meet him halfway. Is that kind of the vibe, or am I adding on?
It's kind of the vibe. It's pretty close.
Okay. So
I would say for the idea of it being is that there are inherent flaws with the way that his party members think.
So some judgment.
There is inconsistencies. There's inconsistencies with what they say and what they've done that makes me question what it is they're trying to get out of the world, life, and how they view things. Because everything they're saying is through the lens of what they think is right or wrong. But none of them are willing to look at this as, oh, there could be another point. It's my point is always right.
Sure.
And this is the first time they're actually talking about something being a different point. So Seymour sees this as an absolute growth moment, despite what everybody else may think.
Mm-hmm.
That this is the first time that they're like, well, I'm doing this to the standard I want to do it to, because I think it's right, but it's also like starting to walk a gray line. It is not this black and white, we're going to save the world and everybody along with it because we are the righteous do-gooders, which has been shifting ever so slowly away from where the original party's ideal was, which was that.
Man.
So that's why Seymour is asking these questions, because he's excited. He's like, oh, this is what we're doing now. We're cool with torturing people now. We're cool with like going into the idea of like a temporary slavery on people. Like, okay, like.
To be fair, I think we've been okay with. I think we've tortured people quite a few times back in the past.
Man.
Well, that's exactly why. But then you also go, hey, if somebody else is tortured, like, oh, this is terrible. You guys are horrible because you're torturing somebody. Oh, wait, no, but if it's in my favor, it's totally cool. Because
no. We were mad at how bad they were at torturing us. We were mocking him.
Well, that I don't know. That's a different piece.
Brent, you've been trying to.
No, I know. I'm talking out of character. But it's like, man, this would be a great conversation for Seymour to just fucking have with people instead of talking around in circles about it.
Okay.
Man, almost as if once again, if Buck called him out on it, but
okay.
Well, that's unfortunate. Anyway,
so
we're back in
like
character.
You don't know your friend and that he loves presentation.
So I'm gonna ask the party as a group: are any of you interested in continuing this conversation? That you feel like you've got another point to make, or questions that you would ask the others, or does this feel like we've all kind of said our piece, we've gone to our separate corners, and maybe we'll revisit this down the line, but for right now, we kind of just want to finish up the short rest?
I've said my piece, counted the 3, and walked away.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, I'm just like, oh man, Gond, if this isn't right, let me know, and I'll stop this right now, and I'll hit her in the head with my hammer and end it. if that is
Roll a
more
d20.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
4.
Okay, nothing happens.
Oh damn.
Seymour, is there anything that you feel like you have left to say or ask to the party, or do you feel like things have settled?
Yeah. I think as everybody kind of sulks to their own corner here, Seymour's like, fine, you don't want to have this conversation. You don't want to realize the fact that you guys are no longer walking the straight and narrow edge that you used to believe you did, or at least everything you did was for the right of the world. Everything you guys are doing is selfish. And I'm finally glad I get to see it. Because now I know I'm not the only selfish one in this party.
You say this out
Comforting
loud?
to know. Yeah, to all of you, as you all sulk to your corners and begin to ignore me.
I'm right in front of you doing the sage and stuff.
But for all intents and purposes, you guys were beginning to like turn your attention elsewhere.
Yes.
I'm glad that all of you have begun thinking differently. Because I was getting really tired of the way you guys used to think. Now, the question is, what are we trying to do when we're saving the fucking world? Because I'm getting real tired of this whole, we're going to save everybody in this world, and I'm going to be the good guy. You guys have all got to stop being the good guy. Because guess what? Look where it's fucking gone. You guys have burnt bridges with anybody that could help us along the way.
Oh shit.
The gods have offered a hand. The dragons have offered a hand. The demons have offered a hand. The elves have offered a hand. You've taken none of them. And even though I'm being hunted by some of these people, I've been willing to stick my neck out for each of you. My family's been hunted. And yet I still try to find an answer to the end of all of this. But all of you continue to burn bridges because you can't compromise on your morals.
Do we know about his family?
Before any of that, Seymour, what's your armor class?
Oh, low as shit. If you're gonna swing at me, go for it. I'm monologuing.
Yeah. As you say that, with a 17, from out of fucking nowhere, a haymaker comes and hits you in the side of the head. As you will take 6 points of damage.
Hey,
Are you raging?
that was the cookie you gave me this morning.
And so
or you hated me again.
At this point, Buck has teleported and is fucking right in your face in this moment. And how fucking dare you? We are now finally being selfish. Everybody else has a fucking agenda and doesn't give a shit about anybody else in this world. The dragons want to just burn everything. The demons want to do the same thing, but with enslavement. And fucking all the gods have their own goddamn agendas. We are the only ones who actually give a shit about the common people. Don't you ever fucking question me again, you selfish piece of shit. I have had it up to here. No, you fucking shut up when I am talking. I have had it. I am not your dumb friend who will just take it anymore. Jesus Christ! What do you mean? Why are you even here then?
What have you even done to help the common people? You've done nothing if you think about it. Part of people having an agenda is making alliances and doing things. We have done nothing but go on fetch quests to try to appease somebody with no true end state. We have failed every major objective in trying to unite the world by burning bridges with the people that live in it.
At least we're trying. What the fuck is the point if we're not trying?
So my family is nobody.
I tried. I tried to bargain with the fucking
We saved
elves
my
before he
dad. We
decided
saved Buck's family. Fuck it, I almost said AJ. Sledge's aunt is still alive. Your mother is still alive.
I think
because of what I have done, not because of you. You guys have actually put a fucking target on her.
We weren't there ever at all once.
Wait.
It's all Seymour. All Seymour all the time.
I have tried to look at the bigger picture, and none of you have been able to actually do anything about it. Sledge.
Yeah.
Time out. Because I don't have the greatest memory. Do we? One, we know he has a mom, right?
I'm texting you.
Understood.
And do we know? Do we know? Because what he just said, she is safe because of what he's done. Has there been anything in the past that we would know about that? Like, oh yeah, that's what he's talking about, or is that like the first news that we've heard?
I remember telling you guys after we got out of the ruins when we first met Alutiu, and you guys had the whole character swap thing and finally came back to normal and freaked out.
Oh yeah, dope.
And I went on a rant. About how my family had been hunted for years in the past because of the race that I am, because of all of the common man hated us.
The amoebas.
And yet amoebas? What are you talking about?
Y'all are amoebas.
He's not saying this in character.
Yeah.
So, I have brought up multiple times my backstory. I have given you guys the information that has my changeling nature, and all of you have ignored.
No,
we haven't listened.
All right, first of all, because we'll get there with what Sledge wants to say, if that's what you're saying. You're mad at... damn it, because that's not in character. It's over the table. But did you tell us specifically, do we know what you've specifically done to save your mom? Like, has that come up? Or is that, like, first news?
Nope,
okay,
new.
Then that's all I
this
wanted
is
to know.
new.
So, in Seymour fashion, you just talked for a minute, and a simple no would have sufficed. Thank you, Seymour.
Oh, wow. AJ.
Thank you, Steven.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Calvin.
What have you done to save your mother that we didn't do? How we've helped each other out left and right. We've helped
you guys are the ones
family.
that fucking put a target on her back. And I'm the one who had to fucking clean it up by making enemies of the goddamn country of the elves.
And
I had to start cleaning up that mess. And when I started cleaning it up, you guys fucked it up again.
Then why are you still fucking
giant?
Why are you still fucking here if we're such a bunch of fuck ups?
Because the world is gonna end, and I'm trying to fucking save it. And I know you guys are too, but you're not contributing. You guys are continuing to push away every lifeline and resource that we have to pull people together.
Do we not have dragon allies on Dragon Island? Do we not have goblins? Do we not have dwarves? Do we not have fucking cowboys out in cowboy?
We don't have any of these people. We have a fraction of dragons over the plethora that's trying to get their way back into this dimension. We've got a couple hundred goblins. We don't know if we have the dwarves. There are millions of people in this world, Buck. Millions. And I don't think you're grasping the size of the world side of your clan.
Seymour, I'll let Buck and Bobby Joe take the rest of this because I really have to concentrate on this spell. I'm running out of
He's like fucking sweating like, man, y'all need to get your shit together. I'm trying to do this spell.
I'm running out of my sage and stuff. But I understand you're looking at this as a huge, big picture thing, and your rebuttal is to think of it as big picture. Don't worry about the small picture stuff. But sometimes, and you've already experienced it, as you had just admitted, you got to worry about the small stuff, the families that we've saved, because Buck's family, Bobby Joe's family, maybe that is their world, and that helps them combat the big picture stuff that you're thinking about. Because why else would they want to save the world for all these folks if their world's already been destroyed?
I
Just
agree.
think about it.
Part of the reason I'm saving the world is to protect those close to me. But what does it matter if the world's going to end if you aren't trying to actually save the world? You're just going to prolong the inevitable by not doing anything.
Well, then we'll prolong it together.
And you may think that's profound, but that's it.
Seymour, and for the first time, Buck kind of full bristle, ready to go, I was ready to tear your head off. Seymour, I'm sorry that we can't all see the bigger picture, and I'm sorry that we don't have grand plans and machinations and these big ideas of alliances and back deals and all these, that, and other things. And I'm sorry that your family was put through that. You're not the only one who's experienced bad things. My family constantly gets belittled for being just what we are. I know exactly what that's like. I have a whole ass god who created us, who hates our fucking guts. And yet I was willing to give him Book of Ultimate Evil in order to just save your ass. So don't tell me about not making sacrifices and not understanding political machinations and big deals and things. Ultimately, I'm just a farmer from bumfuck nowhere. I don't know about full scope of world. My world was my father, my mother, and my siblings. And then a little bit bigger, our clan. I didn't know of world beyond that until I went to school, and I met you. And you showed me that world is so much bigger and grander than anything that I could have possibly imagined. But at the end of the day, the entire world is just little families together. Sledge's family, Bobby Joe's family, your family, my family, the fucking royal family. I'm sorry we're not what you want us to be. I'm sorry that we are not this tactical political fighting force that uses full scope and breadth of our brains and minds and things to get things done. I'm sorry that I am Rage Monster that just likes to kill things. I'm not built for much else. I had to learn how to cook. That is what I contribute to this world. Warm hugs, cookies, and decapitated heads. That is what I offer. And if you think that you can go do better without us, please go with my full blessing and my love. Because if but let me finish, please. Please let me finish. I don't mean this in negative way. I don't mean it in ugly way. I mean this in full blessing and with a kiss on the forehead and giving you everything that I can and that I am. Go out and go do save world without us. If you think that you can do better without us. I'm sorry that we aren't what
Do you
you
guys
want.
agree with him? You guys
That you-
agree with him? Sledge?
If you think you could do better than us, or do better than with us,
This is the third time you guys have tried to give me the opportunity to leave and say, hey, you know what? If you can go, you can go. You are manipulating the point to be, if
no,
you can do
this
better without us, if you can do that, you know what? Fine.
well, this is
Counterspell,
enslaved.
6th level on your ritual. I walk out the door.
Okay,
Wait, what did he do?
I'm just gonna do it.
So
I'm
an
just gonna do
hour
it again.
has passed.
So,
Yeah. Kayla was walking around. So at almost an hour mark, right as Sledge was winding and fully completing the arcane binding around this devil to do planar binding, at the 59th minute, as you guys wrap up this argument, Seymour cast a 6th level counterspell, which, AJ, unless you were upcasting planar binding, and I don't think you were.
You don't have the ability to. It's fucking lame. I'll just
Okay.
have to do it again. I gotta.
That spell, as you kind of like make that last little bit of arcane connection, just releases, floats away into the air, and Seymour walks out of the house.
The last thing you guys hear as the door shuts is a booming voice overhead that seems to reach out to an extensive echo of infernal yelling. And unless anybody here knows infernal, you won't know what it said.
Checking.
I'm sure it's. Nope.
Actually, demons would speak abyssal, but
Hey, Seymour, guess who knows Infernal?
Who?
Esto.
Desto knows Infernal.
But we established he was asleep.
I
He was napping on his
no,
rest.
I established that he was asleep. That
He's
doesn't.
short
But
rest. He's short
clearly, as has been demonstrated throughout this entire session, what I say doesn't actually
tell you
matter.
what, we're gonna roll a dice. Taz, I will let you call evens or odds on whatever you call. He will still be sleeping. If it's the opposite, he will wake up and be able to hear what you yell.
Okay.
I feel like honestly, a booming voice is gonna wake him up anyway, and he should be.
It would wake him up, but you can wake up to things and not know what woke you up. So, Taz, what would you like to call?
Evens for awake.
Evens?
Or evens for him sleeping. Evens for him sleeping.
Evens for
Like you
him
said.
continuing to sleep. If it's an odd number, he wakes up and hears it. That is a 4 on the dice. Desto finishes his short rest and does not hear whatever infernal Seymour yells into the void, into the abandoned town of Affleck. No, not Affleck. You're in Damo.
same thing.
Basically.
And Tyler, if you want, I can message you what I was going to say.
I would love that just as,
It-
you know, since I've been a spectator for tonight, would love the bow on this. Okay. So there is a thunderous crack as a voice that you recognize as Seymour's, but maybe has a different accent to it, yelling in a language that you do not understand. You're left alone in the house. What would y'all like to do?
Buck, do you think he just gave away all of our position and told everyone to come beat us up? Or do you
Buck.
think he's just saying, I'm kind of annoyed. I'm running out of sage and stuff, and I don't think there's a store close by, but we'll try. We might be able to give it another go. If not, we might just need to leave.
Buck doesn't say anything as you hear the patter of tears on the ground as Buck stands at the door, glaive in hand, ready for whatever is going to be brought down on us because of our own anger.
What do you mean our own anger?
I yelled at my friend.
Oh, that gives him permission to do that? No. He has free will, and he chose to be a douchebag.
Hey,
he wasn't enslaved, as he likes to say, to stay with this party.
Fair enough. Buck is still crying at the door and is ready to fucking kick ass and die. So hit me, DM.
Ugh, Bobby Joe. He can guard the. You know what? That's cool. Buck, big guy. You just got a short rest. You think you could hold off whatever's at the door for an hour?
I will say
I'll hold off
two things.
As long as I can.
One.
Okay, thanks.
Desto, at this point, I will say begins to stir. May not be the most verbal. It's going to be like a what happened sort of thing. But if you would like to kind of push him in places, I don't think I can feasibly have him be unconscious and not part of the narrative for longer than an hour at this point.
I'll, using my long arms, push him to the front door.
Okay.
Can I get can I do an insight check of what I think, or I guess a gut feeling check? Like, do I really think Seymour would try to fuck us over and actually put harm to this group, even out of anger? Or is that just unrealistic of a check, DM?
I think an insight check is fair, to be determined on what you're going to get out of it. But I think, generally speaking, checking, you are inciting kind of A, what just happened, and B, can I read off of tone of a language I don't understand? Can I intuit anything that just happened there? Which that's going to be a higher check, but I think kind of doing the immediate, all right, the fight's over. Am I fucking crazy or are they crazy? Like, what just happened there?
I will say, I'm more of like, hey, I get we're angry, but is he so angry at us that he just crossed the line and was like, hey, demons, they're here in this household putting us at risk? Or is it Mr. Presentation, I'm going to make a big scene, but he actually said something like, fuck off to I don't know.
Yeah, roll
like
an insight check.
That will be a 9 plus 9, 18.
18?
I think it's my first. The curse is over. I got over 13. I have a plus 9 on my fucking insight.
Okay. So, Taz, I believe you're still typing what Seymour actually yelled. I think for an 18, for a language that Sledge does not understand, all I'm going to ask you while you're like still typing that up, just for my entertainment benefit, was that a tone of frustration?
It's in the chat. It's in the chat. I sent
okay.
it to you.
Is that a...
The tone that would come across.
Okay.
That.
Okay.
As I screamed.
Hey, before you do, I'm actually, because I got the inspiration, I'm going to use the inspiration if that's okay. I want to get over a 20. Is that okay, DM? Can I try to roll over 20?
Yeah, you can use inspiration.
All right, I'll use my inspiration now. Let me mark it off. Just because with a plus 9, I'm hoping I can get over a 50%. Fuck, I didn't. So, yeah.
So an 18?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're attempting to into a language you don't understand based on the tone of what Seymour just yelled. It does not sound like the yell was... how do I say this? You are looking for tones of exasperation or annoyance, frustration, and that's not quite what you're getting.
Okay.
There's some other tone there that you can't pin. Again, it's difficult because it's an entirely different language that you're not familiar with. But that is the information I can give you on an 18.
Cool. I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna talk to the party then and be like, "Hey, Buck, Bobby Joe, Desto, we are down a party member. I don't know if we want to go after him right now. I don't know if what the party's course of action is as of now. I will tell you, I would like, especially now that Seymour is not with us for the time being, I would like to have a second ally, but without him, it's still not even a for sure thing that she would, and it would still be an hour that we have to sit here. So I'm going to ask you guys, what would the course of action be that you want to take? Are we good to sit here another hour to risk it? Maybe he comes back out of his frustrating walk. I don't know. Do you want to go after him? Do you want to go in the mountain? Let me know. I'm down for whatever. If we leave her, then we'll just leave her.
The other thing that's happening as you're asking this, is that she begins to stir.
I bunk her back unconscious.
Okay.
And without a question.
Can you roll me a D4?
D4?
Yeah.
May I ask why?
I'll tell you after you roll the D4.
D4. Ugh.
You're gonna
That will be a dose.
A dose? All right, cool. That is the amount of intelligence points that she loses permanently.
That's awesome. I love it.
That's so terrible.
I feel no remorse. A dead person's at 0, so she's still better than she would have been.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Sledge the physician.
With Sledge saying those things, he may have abandoned us, but I can't abandon him. I'm with you, and I'd like to go after him, but if that is not what you all want to do, then we don't.
Okay, well, I already said I would do what the party would do, so you can't flip that back at me there, Buck.
No.
Bobby Joe, it's up to you. What are we doing? Do you want to get her as an ally, or try to get her as an ally? Do you want to go after Seymour, or do you want to go north? Desto seems very quiet tonight. I don't know what's up.
Well, Desto's at the door and is still kind of rubbing the sleep out of his eye. He knows that something went down, and honestly, at this point, is a little too afraid to ask because he fell asleep when everything just went down. And it's like, oh, we were all waiting for this to blow over, and I fucking missed it. And like, he's mad at himself. He's embarrassed to ask what happened. It'll happen at some point, but for right now, he's just like, I guess I'm on the door. However,
I feel like though that like he is wise and smart enough to like kind of put 2 and 2 together as to what happened.
Sure, yeah. But like the specifics of like all right, where did it break? What happened?
Right.
That
Okay,
he's
that's fair. I was gonna say though, give Desto a little more credit than
Yeah.
that.
As you turn to ask Bobby Joe her opinion, you don't see her.
Motherfuck.
Wait, is she asleep in the corner?
Ah!
Passed out?
You look around. You do not see, other than like the again sort of
Okay.
burning away, smoldering
These-
forms of these demons.
All right,
The-
fuck.
These fucking people. I cast find person
On which
or
There you
one?
go.
locate person. You know what? I'll burn 2, I guess.
I think
We'll do both of them, and then we'll have to make a choice of who we're going after. Or
So-
you know what? Hang on. Wait, let me before we do any
before
rash
you
decisions,
burn both,
Let
see
me-
if you can.
let me see. I mean, I know I can. Let me see what the level is. Because I just blew a 5th level spell thanks to douchebag canoe.
If not, I have proficiency in survival. I'd like to follow their tracks.
Nah. Well, pick one. You're more familiar with Seymour, so you find that fucking amoeba. I'm gonna. I locate creature. I cast a 4th level spot. Where's Bobby Joe? She's the one I care about. Fuck.
So, give me 1 second, actually.
No.
This is
What
funny.
if we said no?
Well, I mean, I'm the DM. You got to deal with it.
Tess, we love you.
I don't.
We hate Seymour, but we love
No,
you.
no. I thoroughly hate Taz right now. I wanted to do a cool thing and at least roll a dice, but that was gone.
Not blowing a 6th level counterspell. That is a fucking power move.
Yeah, against the BBG, not against your fucking friend. You fucking.
No,
douche.
that's the thing. That is a whole ass power move.
I'm
Wait.
just sitting there trying to recite things from the Book of God of like, no. Forgive our friends, for they don't know what they do. Ugh. I totally am gonna make him another power set of armor because I love him. Ugh.
What is the terrain of this place that we're in? DM? Is it
Sure.
dusty? Is it sandy? Is it?
It is not sandy. This
Beach.
is, I mean, you are in the north, near what apparently is an entirely Arctic continent. This is just stone above water, with snow and ice, that is more inland. Here on the coast, it is basically just rock that has been carved into. The town of Damo is rock carved into the side of a mountain. And there's like shelves to it. I believe I narrated last time that there is the like harbor shelf. There is the commerce shelf, and then there's the residential shelf, and then there's just a mountain.
Cool. So lots of very easy places to leave footprints. Good to know. Thanks, DM.
Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, the locate person spell was cast on Bobby Joe. Let me double check that there's not anything that I need to know there. It is locate person, correct?
Locate creature, I think is what it's called, but
Yeah, it's locate object versus locate creature.
Gotcha. Locate creature. Okay, so describe a creature familiar to you. Bobby Joe is familiar to you. Sense the direction as long as they are within 1,000 feet of you.
if she is away from over 1,000 feet in less than the 7 seconds that it took for all this to happen, Buck, we're in trouble.
Yep.
I think you get a faint ping. You cast the spell right as she is exiting the range that it would be effective
Oh
Mhm.
my goodness.
All right,
to the northeast
I
towards
am
the mountain.
scooping up Desto and Sledge, and we are hauling ass.
Is there any? All right, I don't care what check it is, but like, is there anything that would like? This is kind of a big fucking deal. She's over 1,000 feet in 7 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever.
It
I
was
gave her
longer than
room.
that.
Yeah,
Y'all
it
have
was
been
definitely-
arguing for a few minutes, and like role play is kind of real time.
Okay. Cool. Where she head? So she headed to the northeast towards the mountains. Is that
Mhm.
where, like, in the direction where my buddy was, or is that just in a different area?
Vaguely, I don't even think your buddy was that far towards the mountain. Your buddy was more underground.
Fucking gone.
Tyler, on the run, I have scooped them, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
hauling ass.
Okay.
This sucks. This party is unraveling. Fuck.
Dashing, by the way. I'm not being subtle.
Let me see if I can do anything to make us fast. No.
I know technically Desto is faster than us, but like, Little Bird, I know that you are very quick now, but I think that we need to stick together, because if you fucking leave too, I'll kill you.
That's right.
I say, with all of the love that I can have in my heart in this moment, I will kill you if you leave. And I deposit him on my shoulder. Sledge, do you want to piggyback, or do you want me to, like, bride carry you?
Us dwarves are natural born sprinters.
You're way slower than me. Piggyback or bride carry?
I'm kind of hefty.
I have a 20 strength. Do you want to bride carry or piggyback?
Just bride carry him.
Piggyback. I want to be like. I need the high ground to figure out if I can see somebody.
Like a backpack.
Is he faster than Bobby Joe?
Oh, she's flying.
She's probably on a broom, that bitch.
Because I gave her my broom because I'm not effective on it.
I'm so
So-
pissed right
know.
now. I'm
So I can go 80 feet in 6 seconds.
I'm about to just get sending and just every fucking hour on the hour cast it and just tell Seymour fuck off so he can just hear it wherever he is. I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. Do you know how hard it is to find all that sage and stuff in the fucking mountains? Are you kidding me right now?
All right. So the party, or excuse me, Desto, Sledge, and Buck rush northeast towards the mountain in search of Bobby Joe. They correct me. I don't want to. This feels important that I am clear here. Was there any sort of attention paid towards Seymour, or
as we're running, Sledge, do you have means of contacting Seymour in this moment?
In this moment, I do not think so. In fact, I know I do not, because I did not foresee in my infinite wisdom.
Wait,
I did not.
wait. Do you have you have one of the sending stones, right?
Oh, no, because everything got taken away from me.
Fuck!
Oh yeah.
Damn it!
Remember that time you guys let us get captured?
I swear to God.
so that is correct. The
Buck will
sending
jump off a
stone.
cliff.
The sending stone has been removed from Sledge and from Desto. And Buck
What about
gave,
Buck though?
Buck gave his to his family.
Oh, that's right.
Which Seymour would call a bad move because I wasn't thinking about the bigger picture. And so
So Buck looks at this moment at the bigger picture and says, "Huh."
Buck is confronted by the consequences of his own actions, and in spite of himself, smiles slightly.
You
And
son of a-
so, Taz, I will need you to unmute for this, because I have a question above the table on about Seymour's character sheet. Can you or can you not speak Goblin, and would I know this?
Yes.
Okay.
And
In in Goblin, and then one more time. Can you speak Elvish? Okay. In first Goblin, then Elvish, Buck will bellow out in a very similar way to what Seymour did. Seymour, if you change your mind, we're going northeast to find Bobby Joe and save the world.
Oh, he's cute.
And then a little bit quieter, just in Goblin, I still love you.
All right.
And we're tear-assing northeast.
You are tear-assing northeast. I know this is a little earlier than typical, and we got a little later start than typical. However, I cannot help but feel that this is an appropriate place to end tonight's session.
Oh no.
So,
God
Good.
it is
damn
not.
it.
Seymour says no. Push. Push for
Oh.
another 2 hours? All right, girl.
I don't get up at 5:30 anymore, so
Jesus.
Yeah,
I
it's
sleep
easy
in
for-
now.
Oh.
Okay, I mean, I'll ask. Do we
Well, all
want
I'm
to
hearing
push?
is-
No, I gotta wake up early, and it's a good time to just.
Okay.
No,
end.
I can't think of a more cinematic moment to
Yeah,
to
that's what I
end for
figured.
like a while. I hate it here.
All right, then that is where we will end tonight's
God
session.
damn it.
Damn it!